We're on appendicular skeleton, and some of the things that you want to know are, we're going to look at it this way. Axial skeleton, we pulled out the spine, we had the skull, we had the hyoid, we had the sternum, we had the chest, and we had the sacrum and the coccyx. But now we want to look at the clamps. So imagine the appendicular skeleton is clamps here for the shoulders and clamps for the hips. And what do they include? Well, the clamps in the top are just basically the scapula on the back, clavicle on the front, the arms that are dangling down, right, which includes that's as good as it gets. I think that's somebody that has the extra finger. So I said scapula on the back, clavicle on the front, humerus, radius, ulna, the wrist bones, the bones in the palm of the hand, the fingers, etc. on both sides. And then a clamp again for the hips with the legs dangling, the two bones paralleled with the hands, the ankle bones, the bones in the feet, the toes, etc. on both sides. So this is how you want to kind of remember the distribution for this was appendicular skeleton, right? So appendicular skeleton are basically the clip-ons. We have clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius, ulna, carpal bones, metacarpal bones, phalanges, hip bones, and we have femur. So we're going to go through all of this. Femur, patella, tibia, fibula, tarsal bones, metatarsals, phalanges. So let's start off with what we call the pectoral girdle, which is also known as the shoulder girdle. It includes the two clavicles and the two scapula, right? Like I said, the clip-on. And let's take a look at what the clavicle looks like. Clavicle is an S-shaped structure. You see the S? It has a blunted end. The same thing as what we looked at with the ribs. Remember how it was a blunted end on the sternal side? The same thing for this. But what's the difference between the ribs and the clavicle? Well, the ribs make a C shape, right? Because they wrap around from the front all the way to the back. So they have this C shape. What's the difference between that and the clavicle? The clavicle has an S shape. So we have clavicle. The acromial end is basically the end that points toward the scapula. There's an acromion process on top of the scapula. Here we go. The S shape again tells me that it is the clavicle and not the ribs. And I don't see 2 points of attachment, so I know that it's not the ribs because I said there were 2 points of attachment for the ribs. Scapula. Let's look at the scapula instead of trying to memorize it. The words are great. You guys can slow down, review it, or rewind. But let's take a look. My bird name, he's such a cute little bird. My bird's name is Glenn. And he's a crow. He's on me, and his name is Glenn, right? So what kind of bird is he? He's a